What's up, guys? It's your boy Crystals here, and I just want to let you guys know that I recorded this like days ago, like almost a week ago. And the thoughts that I have in this video, after giving it more time to marinate, I end up liking Ash a bit more than I let on in the video, so keep that in mind. But everything else is about how I still feel. So, yeah, that's about it. Enjoy my initial thoughts on the film and enjoy my reaction to the film. What's up, guys? It's your boy Chrysalis here, and I am here out in the wild, as you can see, going to catch another movie. Specifically, the latest Flying Lotus movie, Ash. So if you're super into music, or you've been paying attention to a lot of IDM, electronic, dance, Flying Lotus is the pseudonym of musician, producer, kind of sort of a singer-songwriter, and inevitably filmmaker Steven Ellison. I have been such a huge fan of Flying Lotus for such a long time now. I have just about all of his albums on vinyl, or about as many as I can acquire. I think I still don't have 1983 yet. And I have known Flying Lotus for the longest time to be a crafter of odysseys of the sonic variant. His albums aren't just, beep bop boop bop bop, beep boop bop bop bop, like a lot of the electronic music that, from a layman's perspective, you'd probably expect. His albums have a sense of concept to them. There is a vague and abstract story to a lot of his projects. So it is no surprise to me that he eventually wanted to take a soiree into feature-length film. Now, this is not his first movie. He made a film called Kuso way back in 2017. It did not receive a wide theater release. I believe it was a straight to DVD type of deal. I have a DVD copy of it myself when I saw Flying Lotus back in 2017. And it was interesting. It was certainly very interesting, to say the least. I believe Kuso actually did receive like a limited run at film festivals. I think they showed it at South by Southwest, and it made people vomit. So Kuso, definitely, if you find a DVD copy of it somewhere, most definitely not for a weak stomach, for sure. And that makes me very curious as to what I'm going to expect from Ash. I don't know that much about it. I've seen the trailer at least a couple times now, and I know it's got, dude from Breaking Bad, Aaron Paul, I think his name is. Yeah, Aaron Paul. And that's kind of all I know. It's like a sci-fi horror type dealio. But not surprised at all that Flying Lotus would want to make a horror film of all things. I'm definitely intrigued with how he's going to approach it. I have a vague idea of what influences he has as a filmmaker. I know that he has a deep respect for David Lynch, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm going into this with very little expectations. I'm going into this not knowing that much about the plot, except for, again, sci-fi horror. So yeah, it should be really interesting. Anyhow, that's all the thoughts I got so far. The next time you see me, I'm either walking into the theater or I'm in the theater. I'm just going to be chilling in my car for a little bit. I lied. I just went straight in, sat down, and just chilled until the movie started. Oh yeah, that was interesting, esoteric, really good. There's just like some things with like the writing and the acting that felt off, I guess. I'll have more thoughts when I get home, but yeah, I recommend Ash for sure. Give it a watch, give it a couple watches. Flying Lotus has the opportunity to do a lot of great things with filmmaking, and I'm here for it. Alright, I'm gonna get this knocked out so I can go ahead and just get this edited and uploaded and go to bed. I'm sorry my room's a mess, but it is what it is. So overall, I like that a lot. I genuinely enjoyed from beginning to end Ash by Flying Lotus. Visually, sonically, the score and the cinematography, the editing, it's all just so pristine and well done. I really dug what the lighting did with all the colors, all the different colors. It's just magnificent. In terms of a visual experience, it's Flying Lotus, like, for sure. It is more or less what I've come to expect from Flylo as a artist in so many ways. And it's just that alone that makes me so excited to see what Flying Lotus as a filmmaker has to offer for us. All that being said, I think in terms of direction and writing, he definitely has more room to improve and more room to tighten up. There isn't really anything that is done in terms of either that makes me think, oh yeah, this movie's trash, I'm not watching this again, blah, 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 blah. But it also kind of takes me out of the moment in so many ways. For one, I feel like that the acting felt super campy. I don't know if that was something that was overlooked on Flylo's part, or just the energy that they felt was necessary for a film like this. But it just felt super campy and kind of just run-of-the-mill. More so from everybody else that's not the lead actress whose name I'm forgetting. Also, Flylo has room to improve in terms of making something that feels truly his in terms of a unique story. Ash is a combination of a lot of different movies. It's a combination of Memento, it's a combination of Annihilation. I was thinking about which alien movie in particular, but the more and more I thought about it, it reminds me a lot of Prometheus. And it has elements of Mulholland Drive as well, at least in terms of the amnesia angle and the Lynchian atmosphere that you can definitely tell Flylo was heavily influenced by. And while it's not necessarily a bad thing for your movie to be a hybrid of movies that you were influenced by, it's another thing entirely where I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is just Alien, or oh yeah, this is just Prometheus or Memento or whatever. It isn't to say that I thought this very often, but in key moments I just kind of knew what was going to happen because I've more or less seen this movie before. But yeah, glaring things like that keep me from absolutely loving the hell out of this movie. But apart from that, I thought this movie was really good, and you should definitely go see it. If you have been hunting for a sci-fi horror movie that goes so incredibly hard with the visuals and the sound, and as much as I did harp on the writing, I think the first act and the final third act were just so incredibly well done. It's just the middle that felt murky that just took me out in a lot of ways, but not to the point where I ended up disliking the movie. But yeah, if you're looking for a sci-fi horror movie that's just super in your face in so many ways, definitely give this a try. Definitely give it a try if you're one for atmospheric horror for sure. I encourage everyone to watch Ash at least once or twice, so that way Flying Lotus can continue on his path as a filmmaker. It isn't to say that he just started film. He had always been doing these short films or music videos or little segments here and there. The only feature-length film that he's done that I'm familiar with is Kuso, and knowing what that movie had and comparing it to Ash, it's phenomenal how much he's improved in just less than a decade, while also still making a lot of great music in the meantime. But yeah, overall, 2 thumbs up for Ash, maybe just 1.5 thumb, because again, sonically, visually, just in terms of course cinematography and editing and everything else, it's a perfect movie in a lot of ways. It's just the story just felt kind of lacking in so many ways. And even though I think he nails the sci-fi Lynchian atmosphere incredibly well, it does end up leaving a lot more to be desired once it gets to that middle. So if you caught Ash at the early access Q&A thingamajig like I did, what did you think of it? Did you enjoy Ash? Did you not enjoy Ash? Let me know in the comments below. And, you know, I guess at this point, if you've caught it in theaters regularly since it's now playing everywhere, what did you think of Ash? Did you love Ash, dislike Ash, hate Ash, somewhere in the middle? Just let me know in the comments. And while you're there, hit like and subscribe because my ass is still working on a formal Mickey 17 review. That's coming soon. It's your boy Crystal's here, signing off.